Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of GameHammer Extra. This one's a quick video response to Retro Raider on his question about the first video game that he ever owned. It's a bit of an odd one for me because I can't really give one answer, but I'm going to try and explain. When I first got my first computer, it was an Amstrad CPC 464 with a green screen monitor, and it came with a bundle of games. It was a Dixon's bundle. It was before the Amsoft 12-pack. Now, a lot of people got the Amsoft 12-pack, but I didn't. It was slightly before that, like a few weeks before that launched, basically. So, the first game I ever owned was actually a lot of games, but the first game I ever played was Space Hawks. This is an Amsoft title that I adore. I've done a full review on it at one point, and I'll put a link in the description about that. It's a fantastic Galaga-style shooter, and I played that so much. It's one of the best games from the Amsoft line, in fact. So, as a starting one, it's not bad at all. But it's not a video game as much as a computer game, so I'm going to continue on that theme, and we'll get to the video game in a moment. The first computer game that I ever bought is the next thing I want to talk about, and it's a bit of an oddity because it's Ghostbusters, but this isn't the first copy that I ever had. This is the original full-price tape cassette version. There are 3 versions of Ghostbusters on the Amstrad. The tape cassette version, a disc version, which is similar to this on 3-inch disc, and instead of having a standard text ending, it has an animation as well as the text of the Ghostbusters attacking the Marshmallow Man, not on the tape version. So you could say that the disc version is an enhanced one. It's still not one I'm going to actually buy. But if I came across it for reasonably cheap, I might pick it up, but it's not something I'm going out of my way for because it's not that great a game. Again, I've reviewed it on the channel, so I'll put a link in the description bar. Now, the first video game, as in video instead of computer, is an oddity for me because my dad had a Binatone, or maybe a Grandstand, we think it probably was a Grandstand, Pong console. Technically a video game. That's he had before I was born, so was it mine? It's a bit of an iffy one. He kind of gave it to me to play with, but not really mine, it was his. So I can't really say that was the first video game that I ever owned because it was kind of borrowed. So the first one I ever had jumps forward a bit because we had the Binatone thing, then the Amstrad, and then we had a Game Gear. And that was my move from computers into consoles, but not for long because I went back and went PC. But the first game I had on my Game Gear, Sonic the Hedgehog. The original Sonic the Hedgehog on the Game Gear, which again we've reviewed on the channel. Now this is actually a really good game. It's a brilliant slow-moving platformer. If you like Mario but thought Sonic was a bit too fast, then go for the Master System and Game Gear version of Sonic the Hedgehog because it's more Mario-like than Sonic. I really enjoyed it as a kid. I still enjoy it now. It's a good game. It's very different to the Mega Drive version. It's its own thing, and I love it. But that is the first video game I ever had. Bought a load of more Game Gear since then. I am technically still going for a full set, and eventually I will get it. But that's how it is. It's the standard pack-in title. If you didn't get columns for your Game Gear, you got Sonic. It's just one of those things. And funnily enough, the same day that I got Sonic, my sister also got a Game Gear and she got columns. So we had 2 games that we could play. We swapped them. Which usually meant that most of the time, we would be fighting over who got to play Sonic. It's just one of those things. Anyway, that's my answer to that question. It's a good question, I think, and I'm looking forward to seeing what everyone else's replies are. What was your first video game? Video game, computer game, either way. Which one was yours? Let me know in the comments or make your own video response. But until next time, thanks for watching. See you later.